Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. There haven't been any world champions from India, unless I'm mistaken. I'm 99% certain there haven't been. In fact, you'd be hard pushed to find a world-class fighter from India. It's just not been that nation's sport. But I'll tell you what, there's a young man called Nishant Dev who made his debut on the undercard of the DAZN show. This was over in Vegas on the undercard of the Diego Pacheco fight. And this young man, I know it's his debut. He's only 24. He's a former Olympian. He's based in California, but he's from India. And he looked very, very impressive and also very exciting. And I didn't see him at the Olympics. He's a southpaw, 154-pounder. I don't follow amateur boxing religiously at all. I'm a pure casual when it comes to the amateurs. I've been to a few shows, and they're okay. They're okay, but it's just never grabbed me, the amateur game. And I only really take a look at other people I know say, "Oh, have a look at this guy." Like your Andy Cruzes and your Moses Talmas and all that. But I don't follow it religiously to any degree. I'm purely a professional boxing fan. But Nishant Dev, I don't think anyone mentioned him to me. They may have done, because I talk so much boxing, it's unreal. But this guy looks the part. Like I say, he's a southpaw, super welterweight. And he came in against, this professional debut was against a guy called Alton Wiggins, who came in with one win, which was a KO. And one draw, no defeats. And this guy, 28 years old, from California. When the fight started, it looked like Alton Wiggins, very tall and upright. Looked about 5'10", maybe a little bit taller maybe than Dev. But, he looked like he knew his way around the ring. Quite a sort of languid, loose style, but maybe lacking a little bit of physicality. But he was throwing some nice punches, and he was moving his feet well. And you thought, okay, this might be an interesting little debut for Nishant Dev, a 4-rounder. But Dev was explosive, and that I think is what caught my eye. It was not just the calmness for a debut and the confidence, which is there were no apparent nerves there, none that you could see anyway. But it was the explosiveness. And it wasn't reckless in any shape or form. It wasn't as if he looked like he'd gone in there looking for a knockout. He just, held his feet. You could see he was trying to generate some power. But it was bang, bang, bang. A real fast fist for a 154-pounder. And it surprised Alton Wiggins, who, again, he didn't look like one of these guys, these patsies that you throw in, on someone's debut just to get him a quick knockout. He looked like he was, going to be in there for maybe the 4 rounds. But Dev was so fast, so quick. He stung Wiggins, and Wiggins looked, buzzed, and he kind of tried to fall in and grab, and Dev kept punching. There was a nice body punch in there amongst the headshots. And he sort of tried to ragdoll him, and then Wiggins hit the floor. The referee counted. Wiggins looked okay, a little bit shaken, but okay. But then Dev sort of exploded and landed a 1-2, bang on the button. And Wiggins was too upright, and he had plenty of gaps in his defence. But he looked a little bit shaken from that first knockdown. But the 1-2 from Dev, he landed a left hook, which absolutely levelled Wiggins under the bottom rope, and you thought, that's it, he spark out. In fact, he got up. To his credit, Wiggins was, no quitting the man. He wasn't rolling over. Got up. Again, Dev obviously goes after him. This is towards the end of the round. Gets him on the ropes. Lands, I think it was another left hook. No, it wouldn't be a left. It would be a backhand, wouldn't it? Because he's a southpaw, Dev. So he lands another left hand. That puts Wiggins down for a third time. So I think it was on his side, more or less. But he got straight back up, and the ref waved it off. And he looked like he still knew where he was, Wiggins. But that second knockdown was, let me see now. Can I remember? I think it was a a right hook followed by a backhand from Dev, left, southpaw left backhand that put Wiggins underneath the rope. I thought, Christ, he ain't getting up, and he did. So that, again, you're talking about a debut against a guy who had some skills and wasn't there to roll over. He wasn't there just to collect his paycheck. He'd come to win. He was undefeated, but he just got blown clean out of the water. And for a guy's debut, looking at the composure, the explosiveness, and I think the skills, very impressed, very, very impressed. He, like I say, he was an Olympian, so he's been well schooled. But if he can crack the Indian market, and he's signed to Matchroom, he's one of Matchroom's Olympic signings. If he can crack that Indian market and become a genuine world-class 154 pounder or higher, if he grows into it, because he's 24 now, he looked strong, physically strong. Maybe he's got his man strength at a young age. But if he can crack that Indian market, I mean, you're talking, what is it, 1 billion people, hundreds of millions of people. He can be a massive star, a massive star. So very, very impressed with the debut of Nishant Dev from India. Very impressed. And he's, in actual fact, I mean, I'm saying that, I don't know, I mean, he kind of crouched. He's got quite a crouchy style, he doesn't stand upright like Wiggins was standing upright and Dev was. So I don't know, maybe he's taller than I'm thinking, but maybe just likes to make himself smaller and come in and land those hooks. But he's going to be a threat. He's going to be a threat. Anyway, look, this was on DAZN. Go and have a look at this kid and tell me what you think. I'm very, very impressed. And with most debuts, I think, okay, you can usually see something, but you think, okay, work in progress. With this guy, they might be able to fast track him. They might be able to. In fact, thinking about it, I said this was a 4-rounder. It might have been a 6-rounder. They might have started him off with the 6-rounders, which would certainly hint at a lot of confidence in where this young man's going. So have a look at it. It's on DAZN. Tell me what you think of him. And please, comments below, as usual. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, that'd be great. And also, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. But look out for Nishant Dev, possibly a star for the future. I'll catch you later. Bye for now.